Yankees and the Royals. Yankees minus 210, Royals plus 170. The Yankees should, keyword should, win this series. Yankees lineup, a million times better than Kansas City's. Royals can have trouble scoring runs outside of Kauffman Stadium. It helps when you go on the road and the Orioles don't score at all and you're able to win. Shout out to us who bet the Royals in that series. As a Yankee fan, I am terrified of Kansas City starting pitching. I am terrified of my team's bats going cold in the big moments like we have seen numerous times over the last 15 years since the Yankees last won a World Series championship. I am also terrified of Carlos Rodon pitching game number 2. And if anyone out there, and I think Femi likes the Royals, we'll hear from Femi in a second what he thinks about all these series. I think Jake might like the Royals. Tyler might like the Royals. We'll find out over the course of the show. If you out there listening, watching, if you like the Royals in this series, honestly, like I think you do, in like the exact result, like Royals win game 1, Royals win series. I think if the Royals beat Garrett Cole on Saturday night, I think the series is done. I think it's over. Because Carlos Rodon, like the first pitch of the game in game 2, if it's a ball, the entire crowd's going to start booing. Like, they're going to lose the stadium if they lose game 1. Game 2 is going to be a disaster with Carlos Rodon. So I am hoping that the Yankees win. But if I had to give impartial betting advice, I would actually bet the Kansas City Royals to win the series. But I'm not going to do that because I love my team. I'm a Yankee fan. I will hope for the best and expect the worst with the Yankees and the Royals. You bet here on a Thursday. My friend Femi Abebefe joins me now. Femi, we're almost all the way to the division series. We'll get our bets for the Mets and Brewers coming up later in the show. Do you agree, disagree? Your thoughts on my thoughts on the 3 division series that we know of right now?
Yeah, you know where we stand with the Kansas City Royals. Like, this is a team that I've been talking about for like months now, about like, hey, like they're going to be the team in the American League that I think kind of upsets the apple cart. So for me, I know it's your beloved Yankees. You're a Yankee fan. Everything is out in front of the New York Yankees to actually win the American League pennant and get to the World Series. Like, you have 3 teams from the Central that are in front of you. Like, go get it done.
Oh my God, when you put it like that. Honestly, when you put it like that, it's like, oh my God, please.
It's, hey, how do you not get to the World Series? But I don't think they're going to get there because I do think the Kansas City Royals, I don't think they're the more talented team. Like the Yankees ceiling is higher than the Royals ceiling. But like the Yankees floor, what you mentioned, the pressure, the tension in Yankee Stadium, like they're booing these guys in regular season games. Like if this does not go well from the start, from game 1, it's going to be really, really tense. And we know those bats for the Yankees, if they get cold, where else are they turning? Especially Judge. They're going to pitch around Judge. And it's just, all right, Soto, save us. And then like who's batting cleanup? Like Jazz Chisholm, who I know you bet some Jazz Chisholm, but like Jazz Chisholm, come save us. Like I don't see that happening. I think the Royals pitching staff, outside of the Phillies, Royals are the best pitching staff in the postseason. I already bet this. I bet plus 190 on the Royals to win the series. But I do like your angle. I was actually looking up to see if I can find that bet real quick. The Royals to win game 1 and to also win the series because I like that angle. Like it's at BetMGM right now, plus 325. Royals game 1 and series. I think that's a really juicy number to get in with the Kansas City Royals because I think they're just the team that, in my opinion, checks all the boxes in the American League.
I don't want to do, like, I mean this as someone who's put a Yankee hat on. I don't want to do, like, New York sports radio here, but does everyone, like, you love baseball? Like, does everyone know, like, what's going to happen here? Let's say, like, the series goes 5, whatever, or, like, the Royals win in Kansas City, and in game 1 and game 2, like, Soto doesn't hit. Like, if Soto gets booed by Yankee fans here, and the Yankees lose the series, I'm just... I mean, there's no way he's going to sign back with the Yankees if that happens. Baby, let me sign with the New York Mets now. Got me like, oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, there are some subplots here, big time. It's like, dude, I'm worried. Like, I'm being serious. I'm a Yankee fan. I don't want to bet against them. I probably should, right? I don't do, like, the emotional hedge thing. Maybe I should, though, in this instance, and bet the Royals. I don't know.
If you think it's going to mess you up, just don't bet the series, which is an option. Like, I wouldn't bet the other side just to, like, emotionally hedge. And then also, like, when the game actually starts, you can make your bet on the Royals. Like, I like the Royals. I made that bet. But even if you do bet the Royals, first pitch, you're rooting for your bet or you're rooting for your team. Like, you're going to be rooting for the Yankees. Yeah, 100%.
No question.
Yeah, so don't put yourself in that position.
But maybe Yankees can win their first championship since 2009. I'm a little worried, candidly, Brett. I'm not terribly worried as a Yankee fan about either the Guardians or the Tigers. The Royals starting pitching worries me here. And I'm worried that if the Royals steal game 1 on Saturday, Garrett Cole against Michael Wacha, the pitching matchup, Yankees a big favorite. Carlos Rodon gets out there and the first pitch ball, the stadium's going to be booing him out of the Bronx. How do you see Yankees Royals playing out while we acknowledge the fact that your brother is managing the New York Yankees?
Yeah, I don't want to. It's kind of David and Goliath. Okay, Kansas City fights and claws all year to sneak in. They sweep the opening series. Reagan's was really impressive, and Lugo's becoming one of my favorite guys. He's not he doesn't fit the prototypical pitcher of 2024. He's not all about velocity. He spins it really well, but he's kind of he's a mechanic. He's kind of a Maddox type pitcher. You know, he's got 8 or 9 different pitches, and he's just a pitcher. As an ex-player, I love watching him because he epitomizes what it means to pitch. So he's going to be tough. And then you mentioned Wacha, who's in the opening series. It's kind of Lugo and Wacha. They were the 1-2 or the 3-4 for the San Diego Padres a year ago, and now they're revitalizing with the Kansas City Royals. I really like how Cole finished the season, though, back-to-back 9 innings. So I think you're going up a guy like Garrett Cole finishing the way he did. I like the Yankees' chances in Game 1.
If the Yankees, Brett, and I said this earlier in the show, I think it's imperative for the Yankees to win the series, have to win Game 1. They're favored to win Game 1. Garrett Cole's on the mound. I'm just telling you, yeah, I speak for Yankee fans here, and we can be wrong. We're wrong all the time. I don't trust Carlos Rodon in a big spot, so I think they have to win Game 1. If the Royals steal Game 1 on Saturday night, do you feel, and this is a dramatic statement, but we are dramatic as fans,
right?
Is it a wrap if the Royals win Game 1? Like Yankees, I feel like in big-time trouble if they go down 1-0.
I think they're in big-time trouble, but I wouldn't go as far to say it's a wrap. You've got it. Historically, your number one's got to go to the post, and you've got to count on a victory when Garrett Cole goes to the mound. That's just the way it is. You lose him, yeah, you're in a tough spot. You're not out. You're not down and out. You got to see how Rodon pitches. Tough for me. Nestor Cortez is not going to be available. What are you going to do? I was talking to Aaron today about what he's going to do in that 3 or 4 slot. He had a couple different options. You got Heel, you got Schmidt. Does Stroman play in that role, or is Stroman a long man in the bullpen? So that's going to be interesting. I think Cortez, the way he was pitching down the stretch, him not being available, that's a big miss. Maybe a month ago you say, no big deal if we don't have Nestor Cortez. I think today, the way he was pitching down the stretch, he's going to be missed in that rotation. But Game 1, setting the tone, Garrett Cole, once again, the way he finished his last 2 starts of the season, about as good as you could be. He's got that confidence rolling into Game 1. Like I said, I like the Yankees Game 1. But if they lose, their back's against the wall, especially in these playoff series. The 3-game series are one thing. They're tough. Because you play 162 games, all of a sudden you face a Scooble, and you're one game away from elimination. 162 games. I don't think it's fair. I understand the scheduling is a challenge, but I'd like to see all the playoff series at least 5 games. I think you get the true champion when you play 7-game series because you get to see the depth of the team. You get to see a 3rd, 4th starter. In these 3-game sets, 5-game sets, you don't get past the 3rd starter, so it really doesn't show the greatness of a certain team, the depth of a team, the depth of the bullpen. So for me, in a perfect world, we're having all 7-game sets. That's the way you're going to get the best winner, but that's not the way it is now. It's a 5-game set. I'm going to stick with it. I like Garrett Cole. He's going to be tough to beat.